Yo guys, what's poppin'? You got the Pokemon Librarian. Alright, so, you might not know this, but Sneasler, I'm gonna teach you guys how to run a Sneasler. So this is one way that you can run a Sneasler. You see this? Grassy Seed, Grassy Surge, you get the Unburden boost off. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So what you want to do is, you want to run Close Combat, Dire Claw, and Night Slash. The reason that you run Night Slash over Terra Blast with your Dark typing is because you might want to Terra something else, and this actually works in your favor, so you still have that Dark type coverage. Because you don't want the normal type coverage without that Dark Terrestrialization. So this is why you do that. You want to Terra into a Dark type because you can avoid stuff like Future Sight and Psyshock, Psychic from certain things such as Iron Valiant. So this actually works out very much in your favor, being able to just do that, not just defensively, but offensively getting a boost, because Night Slash will OHKO something like Dragapult if you are a Dark type, and if as a Dark type, it also should OHKO a Goldengo. So very important thing to consider. Dire Claw is an absolutely stupid move. I think that move needs to be banned. Because it's uncompetitive. It's uncompetitive. The reason it's uncompetitive is because 50% of the time it puts something to sleep, poison, or paralyzes them. It's one of those three options. Obviously, sleep is the worst one, and it's random. So a would-be counter can just be, oh, this isn't a counter anymore, it's a sleep. And then you just win the game from there. So it's actually ridiculous, just, you know, how good this Pokemon actually is. And being with the speed tier and the offensive presence it has, it just kind of feels just unnecessary, just how good it is. So I have this team that it's on, just going to demonstrate what this can do. And I'm going to use another team as well. It's going to be a short video. I'm trying to get stuff pumped out. I'm going to the beach in about a week and a half. Pretty much not like next week, but like the weekend of next week. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm actually saying that right, but you know, whatever. I don't want to give away that I'm a Scarf Rillaboom, so I don't want to lead with it. What I do want to do is lead with Zapdos, in case they lead Urshifu. They end up leading this, which is completely fine. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. They can have their screens. All I want to do here is go to this, Ceaseless Edge, and get, I don't care that it does no damage, I want my spikes up. And they want to Spirit Break me, which is fine. I want to taunt them. So now they're not able to get up the Reflect right now, which is very, very important. So this is where Rillaboom gets to come in, and I'm going to U-turn out. Now, they should not ever stay in, right? They go to the Sneasler, it's on a Balloon, we get rid of Balloon. So we get rid of Balloon, and they should not be able to touch me. Here's a free Swords Dance. I think I just swept through their entire team. But of course, it's Acrobatics, and it's faster than me. That's the other thing. The other thing about Sneasler is, with Unburden, you can run Air Balloon. It's very easy to get that pop and get your Unburden activated. We have a Zapdos. This is fine. I'll just Volt Switch out. Who stays in front of the Zapdos? I don't know. I basically have to do this and go for a Dire Claw Sleep or Para. Well, this is just a ridiculous Pokemon. Like, I was expecting to sweep, but no, I am the one who has been swept. Dire Claw should knock me out. It is not, but it does put me to sleep. See what this means? Because if I land this Hurricane, the game's over. So yeah, no, that's one way that you can run Sneasler. You can run it with Air Balloon. I've seen normal gem Fake Out, late game, just, you know, absolutely destroy people. It's just not a very fair Pokemon. It looks like I'm facing Stall. I'm going to lead Zapdos. We just Hurricane for free. Goodra comes out. We do get a Confusion on it, which is nasty. That allows me to go into Iron Treads. They Flash Cannon. I'm not too concerned. I'm just going to Earthquake. And we get to see what version of Great Tusk they are. So I'm A-okay with this trade-off. I get to knock off now. Yeah, I'm A-okay with that trade-off because this just allows me to go into Zapdos. And they're going to want to switch out, so I'm going to Volt Switch. You should never stay in here. Yeah, you should absolutely never stay in here. We get this out for free. We get a Rapid Spin. Yeah. And we learned that they're leftovers as well, which is actually really good news. Zapdos gets to come back out. They get paralyzed because they tried to knock off. We get a free Hurricane here. And we get a Confusion on Pex, which is huge. And we get to go for Volt Switch right after this. Yeah, that's perfect. So what they're probably going to do, they're probably going to Infestate. Pretty much the same move in practice. They don't have access to knockoff right now, so actually Dragapult's very good here. I want to go to Samurott to set up. I really want to start setting up hazards if I can, so this doesn't get to just come in for free. I don't want to go into Iron Treads because they can water move. I also don't want to get infestated. Like, even though that would be advantageous, I still don't want to be like chilling watered. So I think Dragapult's safe here. I think Dragapult's the safest option. As they surf, do little to no damage. And then this is, I think we just Draco here. Yeah, we get rid of Pex. We get rid of Pex. That's a huge defensive, 2 defensive options are pretty much gone. They decide to go into Breloom, which is completely fine. I want to go into Brilla. Actually, do I want to go into Brilla? I'm going to go into Samurott in case they Spore. That's fine that I sack it there. I didn't want them to Spore for free, which was the main part of why I made that play. Otherwise, Zapdos would have come out, and I would have just Hurricaned anyway. Yep, and this has to slack off now. So that's going to allow in the Iron Treads. Yeah, and we just get a free Earthquake off. It doesn't matter, we're faster. And this still knocks out Skeledirge. So that's another defensive thing just gone. This can Mach Punch me. I'm just going to go into Zapdos. Because I can get a Para on this. Zapdos should actually win the game. Alright. We still Hurricane here. We always have to Hurricane. We end up missing Hurricane, which really sucks. I can still win with Sneasler, though, so I'm not too worried, really. We just Shadow Ball. It's very free. Yeah, that Spit F drop is huge. Knockout Great Tusk. And Amorous comes out. We just Shadow Ball this. Yeah, I just want to hit this, do damage. Rillaboom comes out. And what I'm going to do is U-turn. Oh, this is even better. So Sneasler comes out, and we get a free Dire Claw off. That should knock this out. Yep. So knock that out, and Dire Claw should also just knock this out. But Earth Power wasn't enough to kill me anyway. I don't even know why you wasted the time to protect there. Dire Claw still knocks you out. I just don't understand what this was. But yeah, no, this is what Sneasler does. Sneasler could have beaten their team at any time had it gotten set up. I don't know why they... Like, I have a Rillaboom in the back. You go turn into a water type, that Rillaboom's gonna go upside your noggin. Upside your noggin. Yeah, we're in the 1600s too, so I actually feel very confident about where I am. So as you can see, that's just a little bit of how Unburdened Sneasler works. I want to do it one more time just to show you guys another feel for it. So this is not... Well, actually, no, this is a good way to show the tech that I have on my Sneasler. If I get it set up at any point in time, it straight up wins the game, as soon as Great Tusk is gone. That being said, I think I want to lead Samurott. As they lead their Samurott, I'm going to taunt here. Zay Sacred Sword. Okay. So they're running Bandit, I think. Then I'm just going to throw off a Hurricane here, because it hits the anything coming in. And if they stay in, I'm pretty sure that's banded to Oko, but I might be wrong. Oh, we miss. I'm on Hurricane. Nope. Cool. I'm just going to Heat Wave this. I'm not sure what this is going to want to do to me. That doesn't really give us any information, but getting rid of this is big for me. I don't know if they're going to want to save this. Like, they might try to go to Ceruledge or Ceruledge. I definitely want a Roost to keep this healthy, though. Alright, I'm just going to Volt Switch here. Because I know that Iron Treads is faster. They end up going to Dragapult, which is completely fine. They do not know that I'm Scarf, so right here, I can actually get a free knockoff. If they knock me out, that's completely fine as well. Yeah, and that's actually much better because they don't have a long exchange of Light Clay. That's actually huge for me. That's absolutely huge for me. They won't get both screens up either. They're only going to get one screen. That ends up working so much in my favor. Then I'm going Great Tusk and losing Leftovers. I get Zapdos out immediately. Yeah, and this has to leave. We Hurricane always. Actually, I can Heat Wave, expecting Gholdengo to come in. As Dragapult comes in. I'm just going to Volt Switch out. That's fine. I can swap out if I need to. I don't like this. I definitely don't like the position I'm in. But if it's not a ground type that comes out, I can Volt Switch. We know it's not Scarf Samurott, so if that comes out, I'm not worried. But it is faster than me. I do have to remember that. It is definitely faster than me. As this does come out, and that kind of confirms to me that this is banded. They're going to go for Ceaseless Edge. It's literally no drawback. As we do get the static on that, and we will knock them down to 5%. And Iron Treads does not fear either of those, so we get a Rapid Spin off. If they go into the Ghost type, that's fine. I'm faster than you. Goodbye. That's real cute and all, but the best thing about this, so they're weak armor. They're 100% weak armor. I can still outspeed them with Sneasler later. I don't need this, and I don't think I need a Terra type with anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Earthquake. Alright, now I actually get a Rapid Spin off because I showed that I was faster. Samurott, I don't even care. We're just going to knock off, get rid of those Leftovers. They don't get as much HP back this way. Rillaboom actually wins the game. So what I want to do here is I want to go Dragapult and start weakening things. Just Spec Shadow Ball. Yeah, that's fine that you have that sack. I wish I'd gotten Rocks up, but I needed to keep that a little lower. We always go into Zapdos here. And we'll see if we're faster. Actually, we Hurricane. So they show that they are faster, which is completely fine. But what happens here is I get this monster in. And we go to Dragapult, who can now just spam Shadow Ball. Yeah, and this will break everything down. Because like I said, Scarf Rillaboom just wins the game at this point. I didn't even have to get this. I couldn't really get to Sneasler. Like, this is why I'm unsure if Sneasler is going to be, like, something that needs to be looked at or not. Yeah, I'm not worried about that Earthquake. And now that this is gone, yeah, now that this is gone, Rillaboom just straight up wins. Oh, especially now. Oh, get this out of my face. Oh, yeah, we just Woodhammer. We just Woodhammer. You ain't faster than me. No, there is so much to this. Crazy. Actually crazy. Yeah, I'm just going to tell my opponent, GG, just Woodhammer, bye. Yeah. And that right there is just, like, if Rillaboom had died, I still had Sneasler, but Sneasler definitely did not win. The fact that they weren't weak armor on Ceruledge was kind of weird. Like, I have not used Ceruledge yet. My apologies, but, you know, that's the thing. So, got to see a little taste of this Sneasler. Let's go to the other Sneasler I have. Now, this team I call the Touch. So, pretty much the point of this team is static, flame body, poison touch with dire claw. And it's going to spread status like wildfire. And the whole point is to get the Specs Hex Dragapult in the back just online. That's the whole point. We have a Nasty Plot, Air Balloon, Gholdengo, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a really good Pokemon. And then we have Bulk Up Great Tusk. So this is not only the hazard control, this is technically a setup sweeper if it absolutely needs to be late game. So, yeah, there you go. So we're going to go ahead and go to the Touch. We're going to do a game or two with that, and that'll be video. But yeah, you guys gotta let me know. You guys gotta let me know what you think of Sneasler, because I think Sneasler is just one of those Pokemon right now where it feels like it's a little unfair. Like, I'm looking at this team, and if I can get rid of the Hariyama, the future Hariyama over here, it wins the game outright. And that's only if I can force them to Terra as well. But we definitely lead Zapdos. This is a free Volt Switch. That's probably Flame Body Heatran. Alright, we do end up getting the chip on that. That's not a Assault Vest at all. So I'm actually going to go into this. And I'm going to knock off. Yes, we get boots off of, we get rid of boots on this, which is great. This gets Earth Power, so I don't want to go hard into Heatran. I actually want to go to Gholdengo. It's physical. It's physical, okay. I'm not too worried about this then. There's a free Shadow Ball. It hits everything on switch in. It's really good. Okay, so they Terror Blast round. That's actually pretty scary. But I'm not too worried about that because they don't know about this Surf Tech. Yeah, and now that's gone. So they've already used Terra Type. So they used Terra Type already, which means they're going to lose to this Sneasler. More than likely. Well, wait, I'm not unburdened. What am I talking about? Yeah, this comes in. I'm not really worried about this. I have a Heatran. But I have a Heatran. They're going to go to their Heatran, which is on a balloon. That sucks. That really sucks, because I can't touch it. So this is definitely, yeah, I'm just going to Volt Switch out. I don't lose anything by it. Yeah, Iron Hands comes out. That's just going to allow me to go into this. Now, they might... I'm going to Earthquake here, because again, they don't have anything above the ground. So them going Dragapult there is just free for me. They're going to try to burn here. I want to go into Heatran, so they can't burn me, which is perfect. And from there, we're just going to swap into Zapdos. Yeah. Yeah, exact same play as before. And we're going to Volt Switch out. This is fine. Now, that actually is really good for me, because here's a Heat Wave. And we get the para off on them. That's big. That's huge. And we just Hurricane here. Get rid of that. So that's a big threat gone. Now they have nothing that can come into Volt Switch. Nothing that comes into Volt Switch. Absolutely beautiful. We always go Heatran. Because if you U-turn on the Heatran, I can still get the thing off that I need to. We just Earth Power here. Yeah, that's not doing anything to me. I am a Heatran. And I'm going to make the play this time to go into Sneasler. Yes. Yeah, I got the play right. Alright, this is very simple. I just go for the U-turn. Yeah, I get the U-turn. We get to go to this, and we get a free Earthquake. Every time. And this is really good for me, because I'm actually bulky enough that I can live this. And I'm faster. So I finally get rid... And we get rid of the Dragapult too, which is even better. This is even better. Now this definitely lives the hit. I don't want to take the hit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go into Zapdos. And we are going to Hurricane here. Get damage off on this. We get the Confusion, which is big. I'm going to Roost. Yeah, and we're still here. We're still out here. We Volt Switch out. Volt Switch out into Heatran, because this can't touch Heatran. They even went for Psychic, because most of these are running not that. And I'm going to go back into Zapdos, in case they Psychic again. No, they Chilly Reception. They can miss Magma Storm. Oh, we get rid of the Balloon. Game's over. Game's actually over now. Dragapult should win the game, just straight up. I want to get rid of this. This is not the fastest thing. This is not the best thing on my team. And all I get to do here is click Close Combat. Like, I don't mind. Because pretty much whatever they do here is the wrong play. And they Chilly Reception, so I always get priority on this. Iron Hands comes out. Yeah, we just go to Great Tusk. We go to Great Tusk, Earthquake. Earthquake into Earthquake. Yeah, I outspeed your entire team. Everything's gone. Heatran dead. I'm faster. Goodbye. Goodbye. We even get to Terra into a Steel type. It can't touch me now. Yeah, look at that. They tried to Psychic. Yeah, no, you're never going to win that game. You're never going to win that game as soon as you Terra with the Namarus. There's just no way whatsoever. We didn't even get Poison Touch or anything off on this, just because of the way their team was structured. Like, it's insane to me that my opponent was running this type of team, and they're in the 1600s. They are a very good player to get in the 1600s with that team. Like, actually crazy. Actually crazy. That's absolutely wild. Alright, that's a shorter video for you guys, but yeah, that's how you want to run a Sneasler. It's very threatening in its own right. Even if you're running the Scarf set, and again, you have so many options. Like, let me just teach you about these options real quick. So, Sneasler. So, Sneasler, obviously you're not going to run Pressure. You have Unburden, you have Poison Touch. Those are your abilities. Pressure is not a good ability on this. So, when you're running Unburden, I've seen this set, I've seen Normal Gym, you run Fake Out, but I don't like this set that much. So it's usually Fake Out, Close Combat, Dire Claw, and then you have Swords Dance, Acrobatics. Like, those are your two options there. Swords Dance and Acrobatics. And you're going to run this. You're going to run Max, because there's no reason not to. And again, this can come out and just do lots of things. So it's just a very, very annoying set. You can even run pads if you wanted to with the Poison Touch set, running virtually the exact same set. What you would have is you'd have U-Turn over in that last slot. So Fake Out would basically be there. You'd run Protective Pads so you don't take Rocky Helmet, and then you just Poison Touch things. Like, your whole purpose of this set is to just try to poison things. And that's all you'd be doing. And you would still get really good damage off on it. I mean, look at that. You got Urshifu attack stat. So that's like the two Fake Out sets that you might see. The other set that you're going to see with the Poison Touch, like I showed you, you can run a Choice Scarf, and then you have Close Combat, Dire Claw, U-Turn, and Night Slash. And you would want to be able to Terra into a Dark type. By the way, with this set, you would still probably want to Terra into a Dark type, or possibly a Fairy type, but or just a Fighting type. The Fighting type is also fine, so you get like way more out of your Close Combat if you really need to. But for the normal gym set, if you're running the Acrobatics here, you would want to Terra into a Flying type. And the reason you want to do that is so you get an extra boost on that Acrobatics. So if you're running Swords Dance, probably want to go Fighting, just so you can get more there. You are not going to get a lot out of Swords Dance on the Fake Out set, though. The whole purpose of this set is late game sweep, and nothing's going to be able to stop you. That's the whole purpose with this. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, like I said, this Sneasler, it's going to run pretty much the same thing. You're going to run this. It's nothing else you're going to run. You put the 4 in this because it makes like a 1% difference or something like that. Yeah. And the whole point of this, just get poisons, pivot, be very annoying, you outspeed everything. That's the whole point of this. You can run the same set with a choice band as well. Same difference. It's going to do a lot of damage now. Choice band Night Slash is doing a ton to Dragapult, I believe. Let me actually calc this real quick. So Sneasler, we're gonna run 252 plus 1, and let's see, we got close combat, Dire Claw, Night Slash. We just want to look at Night Slash. So even with this, we're gonna go to Dragapult, for instance. So Specs Dragapult. So if you're banded, Dragapult cannot switch into you if rocks are up. If you go for Night Slash, it's guaranteed OHKO. You do minimum 92. Dire Claw is a 25% chance to kill off the rock. So if it's taking rocks, and let's say you get the poison touch off on it, it's done. It's a done deal. It can never switch into Dire Claw again. Like, it's absolutely stupid. So yeah, it's another thing that you need to keep in mind. So yeah, and then obviously the Sneasler set that I prefer is the Unburdened Sneasler that tears into a Dark type, and you just want to run it with a Grassy Seed or a Psychic Seed, because you can pair it with Indeedee. You can pair it with Indeedee. Does this even get running on you? Okay, yeah, Terrain Setter. I don't like this. I like Choice Specs. I like Choice Specs a lot more. You get a lot more damage done with it this way. And you just kind of predict. Do what you can. I don't even like Dazzling Gleam on it, but I understand why it's Dazzling Gleam. I would just prefer Hyper Voice, so you have that other stab coverage there. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to see with Indeedee. So you can run it with Indeedee, and if you do that, you'll be running Psychic Seed. But pretty much Grassy Seed or Psychic Seed. If you're running Rillaboom, I highly recommend Scarf Rillaboom. Like you saw, Scarf Rillaboom is still very viable. It's like, one, outspeeds a good portion of the tier. It's a very strong Pokemon still. Like, you gotta respect a Rillaboom. It's strong. It's not like that base 125 attack went somewhere. It's still there. It's still really, really strong. And you have a last option as a choice between Drum Beating and Hammer Arm. I prefer Hammer Arm because it gives you the most coverage. But yeah, this is what you'd run. You just run Scarf. You can run Bandit if you wish. Bandit does a hell of a lot more damage. So yeah, just stuff to keep in mind. But you pretty much run Indeedee or Rillaboom alongside this. You can also run Pincurchin, because I have seen Pincurchin in the tier every now and again. I don't really like Terrain Extender on this. But I mean, if you're running the Suicide set, yes, run Terrain Extender. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're going to see when you run this Sneasler set. Which again, Close Combat, Dire Claw, Night Slash, and Swords Dance. This is pretty much the set you're going to run. And you can modify this speed as you see fit. Most people are just going to run max, so that speed ties with other Sneasler, and most people are thinking acrobatics. Terra into a flying type, acrobatics. No. You want to be able to beat Goldango. You want to be able to beat Dragapult in one hit, guaranteed. So that's why you're going to see Night Slash Terra into a Dark type. Dark also allows you to dodge Psychics, which is really, really nice. So, like I said, you just pair it with one of these, and you go to town. Rillaboom's the most viable of them because it can pivot, unlike the other two, which have to kill themselves in order to do so. But yeah, that's going to be all for the video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And we're going to see all of you in the next one that we do. Take care, everybody.